Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Aries Soul Path reading for April of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching however you're taking this in. Once again, you are truly most appreciated. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also feel free to check out the mid-month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see, hear, feel, or smell within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. In a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. 2 more cards, please. Interesting. All right, 2 more cards, please, for our Aries. All right. All right. So we have the 8 of Swords, the Death card, the Lover's card, the Page of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have what is called the Dreamer here. And in this Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial deck, they've put a few extra cards of Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork. I've left 2 of them in the deck because I felt called to, one of them being this one entitled The Dreamer, I believe. That's what I call it. So with the 8 of Swords and the Death card, there's definitely a self-imposed restriction I feel that is coming to an end here. There's been a profound change in your life, and you're able to release these thought forms of the past. So wherever you have been bound, you're going to feel this opening up for you in April here. And so I would definitely say April is a transitionary month for Aries here. With every death, there is this rebirth, there is this night, but then a new day is dawning in the distance there. So this has ended. It was necessary for whatever this self-imposed restriction was for you to end, to kind of spur on this change and get you to the Lover's card, where also in April, this is a crossroads for you here. So you have a few options going forward. Definitely elements of the past are coming to a close, and with that, these I feel like 2 or more options moving forward open up for you here. I feel like either one that you choose is going to be in alignment with you, is going to be in harmony with your truth and where you're wanting to go. Whatever this is, though, this is something you've manifested, and you will notice these because these are opportunities that you were kind of hoping for. So when they do show up, you'll be quick to jump on these. But it's like this sun couldn't shine on you until you had released yourself from. There's some negative self-talk taking place here has been holding you back. And a lot of times we can be our worst critic here, and I feel like that is what you have been doing. You've been a little hard on yourself. We have the dreamer. So you are receiving some messages in the spirit from the divine ancestors, whatever your path is, whatever you are seeking or what is coming to you, you're receiving these messages from these energies, and a lot of these are coming in your dreams, meditative states, visionary states, but definitely in your dreams. So keep a dream journal. Some of these messages are definitely some nudges to release yourself. And then I feel like as you move forward, you continue to receive messages because you're going someplace. April isn't the end game for Aries here. So, and a lot of the signs, it's like it appears like things begin to build from April to the end of summer, where at some point each sign kind of reaches this energetic crescendo here. So this is kind of what you're beginning to build to here. And this does kind of feel like this kind of beginning stages of this. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right, journey begins. Oh, that's too many. All right, 1 more, please. Thank you. So we have journey begins, creative expression, the angel of rainbows, and the unmasking here. So with the journey begins, like I said, this is just the beginning of kind of your glow up to this crescendo of this, and this is this beautiful crescendo. This isn't this like crash bang crescendo. This is this brimming of light taking place. But this is the beginning of your journey here in a lot of ways. So this is definitely part of your destiny. There's a divine plan at play here. You do initially feel like you're kind of proceeding on your own. It's like you've got your own back on this. But whatever this is, you definitely see this as this spiritual journey that you're on, or at least this is part of your spiritual journey. You're definitely getting some premonitions as on this card. It's like the hand of the divine is descending this sphere that is showing this person what is ahead on the journey. So you're getting some premonitions of where you're going on these paths. But there is change here, and there is some movement for you. And again, I feel like this is just the kind of the beginning stages of this moving. Like I said, this sun in the background is just beginning to rise. So this is just the beginning of this new day for you. I feel like your creative expression, whatever that is taking the forefront and kind of absorbing all of your attention and energy here. And this is part of your soul path, whatever this creative expression is for you. This is kind of what you're meant to do. This is this skill that you have been divinely gifted with for a reason, and it is to share this, whatever this may be for you. This can be any form of creativity in the way that you express yourself with that. And I feel like in this journey, letting go of some of this old negative self-talk allows you to find new ways to communicate through this creative expression. This creates a lot of emotional release for you here, which I feel like is pretty important. But your creative expression is kind of becoming the middle card for your reading here. We have the Angel of Rainbows here. So you are, again, receiving these messages from the divine. You may even be receiving some knowledge or some nudges in certain directions, such as magic and things like this, the occult. But do know that everything is kind of coming in at this time to help you elevate in your spiritual understanding. So it's like everything is kind of supporting that upward movement for you energetically and in the spirit. So even things that at one point you may have considered taboo, when they come in at this time, you're going to find some some upliftment from these things. And again, with the dreams here. So do pay attention to the messages you receive in your dreams. Here we have the unmasking. So this is the spirit again coming through, offering you aid, offering you a hand. At some point in April, there is going to be some kind of unveiling or a lifting of the veil for you. So you're going to start to see kind of the movements of the spirit, and for some of you, you may even be actually seeing things that you will most likely describe as the spirit, or things like that. So you will be seeing this. This is being revealed to you. And again, this is all for your upliftment here. But the spirit is really trying to reach out to you in a couple different ways here. But it's like until you're unbound, you can't reach out and take the hand of the divine here. So getting this negative thought loop, this inner critic, getting that checked here is really important. Because it's like this energy could derail these options coming in. So this is kind of what the spirit is indicating at this time. And I feel like for probably most of you with the death card and the lover's card here, that you are making this transition. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And the Sun card. At the bottom, we have the Six of Wands. So, with the Knight of Pentacles, definitely until you can release this inner critic, self-imposed restriction of that, things are going to feel like they're moving very slow for you. When you finally kind of kick this energy to the curb, things begin to move forward for you at a pretty good clip here. So this is going to take some hard work on your part, this inner work, and this also involves doing some shadow work also. So this is like the first and second week of April. You can kind of expect to be sifting through that. We have the Queen of Cups. So as you do this, you find that you're a lot more emotionally stable than you thought that you would be in kind of digging through this. This is actually becomes quite empowering for you, and you feel very much in the flow as you begin to break free of this. And I feel like this actually feels easier for you than you thought it would be, to release yourself from these and move forward. But you're definitely moving into kind of this abundance of emotion kind of space here. It's kind of like whatever is on your heart, whatever this manifestation, this creative manifestation, creative expression, it really has a lot to do with your heart space, expressing your heart, your feelings, your emotions, which I understand sometimes can be challenging and sometimes intimidating to unpack these things. But it feels like this is exactly what you are doing. It's like once you unpack this, you're like, oh, that was challenging, but almost kind of fun. And so you continue to do these things, and you're putting it into your creative expression. And this is bringing, enlightenment to you, but this is also bringing you success, because other people are able to take in this creative expression. So you're kind of building some notoriety for whatever you're working towards the end of April and into the later months of spring here. And this is going to, again, keep building until the end of summer. But you are moving forward, feeling very positive, feeling healthy, both mentally and physically, also spiritually. You're kind of you're headed towards your purpose now. At the end of April, you are you're in motion here. And at the bottom, we have the Six of Wands. So this change within you has you feeling a lot of confidence for yourself. You know you're headed towards success. It's by the end of April, you haven't reached that ultimate success that you're aiming for, but you know that without a doubt that you are headed towards it here. And this is how you're moving through the world. You're riding high here, and kind of showing this achievement. And the wreath here is almost like you're kind of showing the world, like, this is where I'm going to go. Watch. So this is kind of your energy moving into the later parts of spring. please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. All right. 2 or 3 cards, please, for our Aries. Thank you. All right, one more. Jeepers. All right. That's too many. 1 or 2 more, please. Thank you. All right. So this new beginning is, we have insight fire. So this is igniting this fire within you that kind of sparks this change moving forward. And this is heading you on the road towards your unknown destiny. You're stepping into the mystery that is at the edge of the moment here. This is part of your journey here. But you are kind of stepping into the unknown. I feel like you kind of like that. There's that kind of warrior spirit emerging here. And we have open channel. So as you release yourself, definitely things open up for you. This person has their hand on their heart, and there's an eye on the heart. So again, with this self-expression and this heart space expressing itself, kind of shining its light out into the world through you is quite important. This creates all this energy to continue to rise, as this energy is rising to the throat, again with this self-expression, and then to the third eye, and then ultimately the crown. So this creates this upward movement of energy, which this is kind of what this feels like is taking place for you. All right, please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is Aries' inner climate like, inner landscape like, for what is on their soul path for April of 2023. 2 or 3 cards, please. Two or 3 cards, please. All right. So we have timber wolf. So instinct. You could even see this as intuition in humans. So you are riding on intuition. You're taking these intuitive nudges from the spirit to release these things and move forward here. Guidance. So you're doing this all with the guidance of the divine and of these messages you're receiving. Belonging. So there is this sense where you are, where you have been, that you don't feel like somehow you don't feel like you belong, or you're not fitting in the way that you want to, or the way that you feel like you should in order to belong. And so this is part of this harmony and this alignment that you're coming into, because you're kind of moving into this space where you're attracting these like energy people. And so, of course, you will definitely feel like you belong amongst these like energy people. And they may also feel a similar way. And there's something about this creative expression that is kind of healing for everyone involved here. We have earth. So the physical body, Again, the self-expression may have a lot to do with your physical body. And again, whether this is singing, writing, playing instrument, dancing, fashion, a lot of this has to do with the physical body, physical movements, gestures, sounds. So you're definitely using this physical body as an instrument. As you move forward, you're feeling very grounded here. Not so much at the beginning. You're feeling bound at the beginning. You're feeling more grounded, more centered, again, in alignment. You sense that you're right where you're supposed to be. Nurture. So you are nurturing this new path forward and cultivating whatever this gift of the heart is, this creative expression. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. Thank you. All right. So we have the card, no trips without a tripper. And then we have Maya, the field of the Lord. And then we have be careful going around the curves. So we have interesting thing here. So no trip without a tripper. So it's kind of like buy the ticket, take the ride. So this is what you're doing. As you release these things, you're like, okay, like I'm here. I might as well do this thing. And so this is what you're doing. So you are taking this trip, you're taking this journey. But at the same time, you have this perspective on on reality, where in this card it's Maya, the field of the Lord. And this is showing a baby cradle and then a wheelchair symbolizing birth and death here. And then Maya, the field of the Lord. Maya in Hindi is illusion here. So this birth and death, this is illusionary here. So your rational part of your mind is like, well, I got to do this. I got to take this trip. Buy the ticket, ride the ride. Your more subconscious aspect of yourself realizes that this is an illusion, and again, you're kind of just riding this ride. And here we have the day and the night, the sun and the moon, the night and the day. And also here we have the sun coming up over the horizon here. Or it could be setting, depending on how you look at it. But there is this perspective that you have, and this is what's allowing you to kind of weather this and kind of, you're kind of plowing through these blockages that you have. It has a lot to do with this perspective here. And this is a message from the Spirit. Be careful going around the curves. So initially things are the energy is moving slow. Happenstance is kind of moving a little slow initially until you release yourself. And when you do, you start to move forward pretty quick. And the Spirit is saying, be careful going around the curves, because you're starting to go at a pretty good clip by the end of April, energetically speaking. So be mindful and make sure to give yourself a break when you need it. All right, please give us 2 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for April of 2023. Thank you. The Architect. And the Serpent. Excuse me. All right. So we have the architect. So like I said earlier, this has been divinely designed and orchestrated for your you're kind of having a glow up here energetically. This is kind of a rebirth energy, and this has been designed for you. And a lot of the signs have gotten a similar type of thing of you're at the right place at the right time, and this isn't by accident. This is this divine design. This beginning of this journey, this heart opening to this creative expression. This is all been orchestrated. Now, at some point, you're going to realize that you have been co-creating here, and a part of you knows that you are, but I don't feel like you realize to what extent actually, and that I don't want to spoil the ending for you. And then we have this serpent. So you are in a process of change here. You're kind of shedding the skin of the old and kind of becoming anew. The serpent also represents secret, sacred, ancient knowledge, wisdom, things like this. So I do feel like as you get into this heart space, I feel like it is kind of like bubbling out of your heart space or your experience somehow. Also, this ancient knowledge, this perspective to be able to see things from these different levels or vantage points of reality here. So you're kind of working with the rational mind and the subconscious. I don't feel like it's very subconscious for you, but you're working with both of these here. All right, please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Aries with for what is on their soul path for April of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Aries. 3 cards, please. All right. 7 of Cups. It's too many. All right. Page of Pentacles again. And the Hangman. At the bottom, we have the 2 of Swords. So at the beginning of April, you are dealing with some illusions. This is this inner critic. It's not actually telling you the truth. And a lot of times we seek this inner counsel of this inner voice that is, a lot of times we think of this as our best friend or this type of thing. But this inner critic is working against you. This is not your friend. What is that? Terrence McKenna, the ego is not your amigo. And in this case, that is true. And the tale that it's spinning is an illusion here. So the Spirit is asking you to turn away from that voice. Then we have the Page of Pentacles again. So turning away from this illusion is going to open up these options for you, these opportunities that you have manifested. And again, you become one-pointed on whatever this is that you're working on. It's like you're in love with wherever you're going. We have the Hangman here. So you are getting this new perspective on yourself, some of these inner workings. You're also getting this new perspective on where you're going. In doing all of this, you are surrendering and going with the flow. The flow is taking you. Like I said, as soon as you release yourself, you're in motion to the ocean here. So you're breaking these old mental patterns and really setting sail into this metamorphosis here. And the Two of Swords is indicating again that this is your choice. You're at a crossroads. You can go back. You could go back. I don't feel like you want to, or I don't feel like most of you will choose to go back. I feel like once it's seen, it can't be unseen. And I feel like this is that fire that kind of causes you to go forward. We have a couple moons here, so do pay attention to the moon cycles, the planets of transits, as this can all help you with the timing of things. You can also utilize these energies to your benefit. But again, at the beginning of April, you can't see. You don't see this initially yet. I feel like there is a profound moment that kind of clicks and you are able to see this. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I have been self-sabotaging in this way. And this type of energy is so sneaky. It really is. This aspect of the ego is very sneaky. But to catch it, all you got to do is shine your light of consciousness in on it. And it's got to pause. It knows it's been caught. So this is what the Spirit is asking you to do with this shadow work here. And this is what you're doing. You're persevering through this energy here. You're kind of walking forward into this poke and prod from the universe and saying, okay, bring it on, universe. And as you get through this, you realize it was easier than you thought it was going to be. You're like, all right, bring on some more. Let's get this over with. I'm ready for this light. I'm ready for this sun energy. So that's what you're doing. You're becoming the master of yourself, and also discovering some new skills about yourself, some new elements of your willpower that are kind of bubbling to the surface for you. We have the Queen of Wands. So in doing this, you are integrating your light and your dark, because to integrate the dark, we have to process, integrate, and when we integrate these things, they kind of release themselves. They're no longer this a boogeyman in there anymore. They release. And so this is what allows us to balance this light and this dark energy, which I feel like there are some indications that this is what you're doing. Whatever you're doing it with a lot of style, a lot of pizzazz, whatever this creative expression is. This might have a lot to do with fashion for some of you, but this is definitely something of a public display taking place. And it leads to your 10 of Pentacles. So this is long-term wealth and success here. So this is where you feel yourself being pulled to. So this is into the later months of spring and summer for Aries. This 10 of Pentacles is waiting for you. And again, it's that crescendo pop, and all of a sudden, pop, 10 of Pentacles. So I think we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. Aries, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for April. This sort of thing can be challenging, but it looks like you handle it with flying colors, and you're really on to someplace very bright here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. However you're taking this in, once again, you are truly most appreciated. And Aries, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.